Alright folks, today we're going to install a geometry.s private server, or to be exact, DindeGDPS private server in Ubuntu, which is a distribution of a Linux OS. Anyways, we're just going to log in into my account. Oh, and there seems to be quite a problem. My disk space is almost up. Let me fix that real quick. This part is irrelevant and you can just skip this part. So first thing first, we need to install Wine. Wine is a program or a helper that will translate Windows apps into Linux programs, basically. Essentially, it will just allow you to run Windows apps, like this Windows private server. And so we'll just go to the download section and we're going to pick Ubuntu for the guide because we are using Ubuntu 22.04. And we're just going to do exactly as the documentation have said or written. So to copy and paste in Linux, you would need to Shift Control C or Shift Control V. And the rest, you should just copy and paste these commands that are already in the document. Yeah, in the documentation. Anyways, yep, just do the documentation exactly as your Linux version. And so we just run sudo apt update. And then sudo apt install. Note that usually you don't really want to run sudo all that much because it is dangerous and it pretty much grants programs like apt or the package manager of Ubuntu to have full access of your system and whatnot. It is essentially like, some would say, like a god mode or something. It allows you to do many stuff that usually are forbidden for a reason. But in this case, you should do sudo because without it, the package manager wouldn't have necessary privileges to do its job. But again, I don't know why I'm telling you this. If you're using Linux and want to play geode.ps private server and are willing to do this, you probably already know most of these. I I don't even know why would I say this. I mean, I'm probably worse at Linux than all of you. Frankly, I haven't used Linux all that much anymore. But I guess I'm since this is a channel, YouTube channel that's supposed to educate something, I guess I'll try my best to give some facts and stuff. But otherwise, You just be seeing me installing this and a geode perfect server together. Alright, let's just skip this whole installing part. Hello, I hope you haven't been bored. Anyways, we're just going to download the GDPS first, finally. So this is the GDPS, which could be accessed from the gdps.us.2. Anyways, we're just going to install the .exe, download, and then press it. Oh wait, you cannot just do that in a Linux machine, silly. You need to go to the folder it is on and then right-click the application and then open with the wine loader. And finally, I guess, oh yeah, first you need to install wine mono too because some some GDPS installer use .NET and whatnot. But if your GDPS uses a zip file format, you could just extract it and probably run the exe directly by using a similar method to right-clicking the .exe file and then run it through the wine loader. Anyways, this is the DindeGDPS setup wizard on Linux. Pretty neat, huh? Anyways, we're just going to next and install and finish. Now, as you can see, it did not launch the GDPS by itself, even though we already tick on the option to run automatically. But anyways, we're just going to allow launching and try to launch the GDPS. Oh, an error, but let's just ignore this since it doesn't really impact anything. And this is the launcher, what the launcher looks like at the current moment of recording. They say there's a big update underway, but eh, this is what we have right now. So you can log in and install the GPS. If you get a web view error, you can simply ignore it. It won't really affect much. And so you can just press the cancel button, because if you press no, it will just exit. But if you press the cancel option in the web view error, you will be greeted by a more simplified version of the launcher. Note that not every GDPS have a launcher and doesn't exactly behave like this. Anyways, we just wait until it's installed the 2.2 thing, 2.2 version of the game. It's going to be quite long, but it's definitely bearable. So, yeah, I'm not going to cut this. Every seconds count. Why? To maximize video length, of course. Actually, I don't know. I'm just too lazy. I don't know any comfortable or easy option to edit a video on a computer. I could just edit this on phone, but my phone would probably just compress it because of resolutions and whatnot. That's why I had to use my computer to actually edit things, so it's turns out going to be fine. The quality won't go downhill. But because I lack experience in editing videos in general in PC and whatnot, I've decided to edit this video. Guess on what? Yes, I edit this video on Canva. I don't know who actually uses the Canva video editor feature, but it's definitely never been used before by me. I tried Caden Live is okay, but it just lacks many presets, templates and whatnot. Yeah, I'm a cheap guy. Anyways, There's also CapCut, but CapCut is CapCut. Not really the best thing ever. I mean, I do have the trial once, but the trial has been expired like for quite so long, so that I can really just, how long have this thing installed for? Almost 3 minutes. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it's still extracting. So how is your day? How your day has been? Uh, very, very great, I assume. Oh, yeah, it's done. But I think uh, I kind of lag behind when I went to record this, whatever. Anyways, you could just check it. Okay, funny enough, this does nothing. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but we could just also explore the folder, and we could just open it if you want from there, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to explore the folder a bit, but again, just to show you what's inside of this. Anyways, to run this, yep, okay, wait. Okay, so to run this, basically, all you need to do is just open the launcher and press the big play button. And voila, this is the base game without geode, but with a custom server and whatnot. Okay, it's kind of laggy, probably because of emulation inside. Yeah, whatever. But on a real PC, this would probably perform much better. Now, how to actually run this with geode? Well, to run the GDPS with geode, you would need to make a custom launcher. How would you do that? Well, first I guess we could just go to the GDPS. Actually, I have no idea how, but GDPS is, oh yeah, this thing. So click GDPS's button and then this. We're just going to show root fs and this. Just go to properties. Actually, keep in mind of the location. So we're just going to open our native file manager instead of the Wine one, because this different thing is from Wine, the Windows run Windows apps on Linux thingy. It's bundled, but we're just going to use the already provided Ubuntu one. So it's located in, first of all, you need to enable hidden files and then open Wine, drive C, and follow the properties. It's set in C. Wait. Okay, it's really hard. Okay, so C uses my username, app data, roaming, dims AIO, DindeGDPS, and GD 2.2. So here is the exe. Now Linux, some Linux distributions like Ubuntu doesn't have an option to make a shortcut immediately. So how do you make a shortcut? Well, you can copy the shortcut that's automatically created by the launcher by doing this and then this. Just right click it, So this is copyright. Then just open with other application, view all applications, text editor, select. And what you want to change is this. to the path before, it's GD 2.2. Remove the extra slash once and then go again. And then if you pay attention, it's called dinde.exe. That's the exe file that we're going to launch. And there's also some things that you need to change. For example, this. We need to set this as an environment variable. So we need this could stay, but just need to add this. And hopefully it will work. Also, it's probably best to replace this. And allow launching. Now you have the full geode experience. Basically, yeah. So that's all, folks.